So this is week 3 WGU. Last week I was on D196, so Principles of Financial and Managerial Accounting, and I had that day I recorded. I wasn't finished. I said I was stuck, but after I recorded it, then I got like a second wind. I went back and studied some more. I watched Ed Spira YouTube videos. So if you go into the WGU subreddit for accounting, a lot of people recommend like Ed Spira. I forget the other two people, but there's two other people on YouTube they recommend to watch to get like extra information and better context on like the accounting concepts. And so I just watch Ed Spira. I liked his style, and so I just stuck with his videos. And I watched he had videos on managerial accounting, costing, all the different concepts, and that was really helpful. And so once I watched his stuff, I went back, finished up watching the courses, and then I scheduled the practice test. Oh no, before I did that, actually there was the concept, like the costing. There was the ABC job costing. Oh crap, I forgot the name, but there's the 3 different types of costing. So reading about them, I got really excited and I wanted to apply it to like my own bookkeeping business. And so I took a mini detour and made a spreadsheet and used that as like applied the concepts and like to my own business. And so that little exercise also helped to get it in my head more. And so then after that, I finished watching all the videos, reading all the chapters. I took the practice test, and for that course you have to use Excel and like a calculator. And so for the practice test, I took in the same conditions as I would for the real exam. So I used the calculator, I used the whiteboard, and the Excel spreadsheet, and that was it. I didn't use anything else. The one thing I did though was while I was doing the practice exam, any question I came across that was unfamiliar, I wrote it down on a piece of paper just so I could look it up later. And it was just easier to do it that way, because some of those questions I did get right when I scored the test, but it was just because I'm just really good at taking tests and guessing. So I wrote it down just to make sure I remember to like refresh my memory. Let's see, what else did I write down? So yeah, for the real, I scheduled the real exam Sunday. I took that and I passed. So I did a lot better than I thought I would. I would say the practice test and the real exam were pretty similar. They both had similar Excel exercises and a setup, and the non-Excel questions I would say were pretty similar. So definitely reading the textbook and watching some of the videos were helpful, but looking at the extra YouTube, the Ed Spira videos really helped, because like I said, I like to make sure I know the concepts so I don't have to memorize as much. Okay. So yeah, and then on Sunday I started the next class, the emotional intelligence course. I forget the number for that one, but that one I finished today. As of today, I finished watching all the videos, reading all the textbooks, and that course I would say is really similar to the first course and the second one. Like really similar topics about emotional intelligence, knowing your emotions, knowing how to relate to other people. It's really similar topics, so it felt pretty repetitive. But for this one, instead of a test, it's 2 papers, or like short answer, short essay. And so I haven't done that yet. I just have an idea of what I'm going to write about, but I haven't finished drafting it up. So that's what I need to do now to finish this course. But yeah, and then I've already asked them to open up the next course for me, so that way it's already open and ready for tomorrow, Sunday, because it's the weekend. I just had them open it up before the weekend. But yeah, that's it. I'm just making sure. Yeah, so that's week 3. Just finished another course and hoping to finish this next one and start a new one tomorrow.